Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a maintenance kid here again, bringing you another maintenance video. And today I'm going to show you how to repair your shower that spins, that goes past the off point. In the early stages of failure of this, your faucet or your diverter spout will release some water, kind of like that, right? Just a little bit of water. This one's a total failure since it has no resistance. So I'm going to take this apart, show you guys exactly what's wrong and how to fix it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is shut your water off. If you don't shut your water off, you're going to be in for some problems and spend some time cleaning up. So, this is our water shut off. This is the main one. This is really the only one that I'll have to do. But I'll go ahead and shut both of them off. There's that one, and there's that one. So, quick description on how this works. So the cold water comes in this line, and when it calls for cold water, it crosses this and goes out to cold water. The water comes in here. If it calls for hot water, it goes past this valve into the cold side, out the hot side, and out to your hot, to the device that's calling for hot water. So the first thing I do is I check to make sure that the water is off. Like I said, if you don't stop and turn your water off, one, you won't be able to do it, and two, you'll be cleaning. So yeah, so the first things first is you got to make sure your tools are in the right spot where you're about to work. So, let's see what we get here. So, on the underside of this one, you'll see there's got this little hot and cold tab that you can pull out. Right, you can pull it out, and you see the little hole. And you can see in that shot right there, you can see the bottom of the screw. Now the back of that screw, it is an Allen wrench. Not gonna lie, guys. I don't know what size it is, but that's because I carry my tool, my bit box. I reviewed this on the tools that I carry every day, and in it, I keep the Allen wrench that goes for those, and the other Allen wrench in there, which is the bigger one, goes to get the screw if it has to be replacing the diverter spout, which that screws under there in that little hole right there. But we're not going to worry about that today. So let's get started. Put your Allen wrench in there. You give it a left hand turn. Break it free. And this pops right off. Now, if you are Hercules, you could grab a hold of this whole thing and turn it, which I can't be Hercules today. So you take off this little beauty ring. Okay. This was the failure. This is what broke that caused it to keep on spinning. So, and on here, let's see. Can you see how it's flat on this side and flat on this side? And there's threads along the other side of if you have to use channel locks to get it off, or adjustable wrench, you don't want to bite on these, on the threads. You want to bite on the flat spot, right? Give it a little left-handed turn, and you can muscle it off. Give it a nice little spin, and she pops out. So drop that off, and you get your new one from Chadwell, of course. And your new one looks just like your old one, except right here, you can see the discoloration in it. Right here, you're supposed to have this piece, which is what broke off. Right, so it's supposed to look just like that, but this one breaks off. I don't know why they make it out of plastic, but it keeps us coming to work Monday to Friday. So another important thing is on the back of the new one, you can see that there's a gasket, a fresh, nice, clean gasket. So you want to take this one off. You want to take this old one out. Now, if you have water running constantly, there's a chance that this might have blown by, even though that this piece didn't break. You'll still have to replace it because of this gasket. The balancer that this plugs into, the white part, as you can see, there's like a brass casing that it goes into. These are pretty simple and don't usually go bad. We've had a few of them go bad, but we're not going to replace it this time. And you can see the little hole here and the little hole here, which is where these little tabs here and here plug into. So I'm going to try to stand you up. I got it on the tripod. So let's see. I don't know if this is a good shot or anything. So we'll run it because it's going to be easier with two hands. Oh, let me see. No, got a good shot of the diverter spout. There we go. Okay, so like I said, it's easier with two hands because you could put this guy on here while holding pressure against it to make sure that it stays in place. Slide this around it. Screw it on like so. It's very easy, guys. Very easy to have one in and the other not in, or like that where it's not in there at all. So just take your time, make sure that you put it in the grooves. Give it several turns. And hit it with the vice grips again, or channel locks. And now you want to put your beauty ring back on. Get it the thread right. There we go. Yeah, get it on there nice and snug too. And a trick. This is mainly for the new guys. I've gotten to the point where I can just kind of do it without. And it's not so much an issue on this one since it opens on this side. Now, if it was on this side of the shower and it was to spin this way, it's really hard to try to get your Allen wrench in, try to at least find that hole, let alone go through this hole and go into there. So a trick that that I tell the new guys is you can put your Allen wrench in there before you even put it on. So you can just, like that, give it a right-handed snug turn, pull it, make sure, yeah, see, and it stops right where it's supposed to. It don't go past it. Like I said, this one was completely broken off. So what can happen is one side gets dented pretty much, and it bypasses it just a fragment of a hair, right? And so that's what causes it to drip, and it's usually an early sign of failure. So yeah, just go ahead and replace it. This is called the cartridge. This is a single handle, obviously, cartridge. There's many other kinds of shapes and models of stems, but like I said, this is for the cartridge kind. A big important thing is to make sure you get the other old gasket off. It won't make a good seal if both of them are on. And now, of course, you gotta put your little red stopper in there to beautify it. And we want to turn the water back on and make sure we did a good job. Like I said, back over here at the valve. Turn it on. Turn it on. Yep. And the water runs and the water stops. It'll drain out a little bit like normal, but it will come to a complete stop. Voila. That, my friends, is a job well done. And an easy way to prevent it is, I know that it's made out of plastic, so they are fragile and they break over time. But if you just stop it instead of flinging it all the way off. Time to get out of the shower. You gotta hurry up, get ready for work. Everything's better, slower, and cleaner, right? So that was a job well done. So if you have a faucet that the knob spins on, or if it runs after you turn it off, and you have to jiggle this back just a little bit to shut it all the way off, go ahead and replace the cartridge, guys. It don't cost that much, and it'll save you a headache of trying to figure out where the off spot is. And if your friends come over and use your shower, you don't have to look crazy and tell them, well, you got to find the off position. But yeah, guys. So if you like the video, you can go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching the video. If you had any comments, you could leave the comments down in the bottom. If you think I turned the water on or off too fast, you leave it down in the bottom. If you didn't like the look of my Allen wrench, go ahead and let me know. Sorry I wasn't able to tell you exactly what size Allen wrench they are, but if you have an Allen wrench set, you'll be able to find it. You have to fish around in there and try to figure out which one's the right one. But yep, so I'm not sure why they don't make them out of metal, but this little piece of plastic is the whole culprit on why we just had to replace our cartridge. But yeah, so like I said, thanks for watching the video. You can like, comment, and subscribe. Yep, you can subscribe. You'll receive notifications of me posting quality maintenance content. Yeah, so have a good one. Until next time, be safe.